Today's horror manga dubbing narration is Peekaboo, from the horror anthology 100 Ghost Stories of My Own Death by Matano Anji. If you enjoy at any point in time, please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this chilling tale. Our story begins with a mother begging for child services to not take her child away. She screams, "Give her back! She's my child!" "We've left you countless notices. Can't you see your child is terrified?" But she rebutted back to the man. "That's a lie! Nozomi loves me! Look here, Nozomi! This never fails to put a smile on your face. Peekaboo! Peekaboo!" But her eerie words did not comfort the child. It was as the protective services had said. She was terrified. She latched onto the man's knee, crying into his jeans. "Nozomi! Get her out of here!" "How could you? Even my own daughter would turn her back on me." She fell to her knees and began to weep, and then she started laughing hysterically. That was a sight that poor child never forgot. As the caretaker said, "It's okay now. We're taking you somewhere safe." Many years passed by, and eventually, the girl grew up. She grew up in some sort of institution, with special care. Inside her room, she picked up a note from her desk, tearing it into pieces. It was a note from her dear mother. She wanted to see her. She kept claiming how much she missed her, but those horrible words echoed in her head. Peekaboo, peekaboo, coming from her door. Peekaboo, peekaboo. The poor girl sat there trembling in fear, and then the door opened and in came the nurse. "Nozomi, it's time for..." "Huh? Did you hear her again?" Even now, after this facility had protected her for over 10 years, what happened on that day was still painfully burned into her memory. Her mother's voice keeps echoing again and again in her head. "I know this is rough for you every time, but your mother has submitted another request for visitation." "Absolutely not." "Alright, we'll refuse her like usual. You don't have to ask for my permission every time." She slowly made her way down the hallway, walking out of the door and into the courtyard. Trembling, the poor girl was still in fear, and once again, she heard that horrific voice. Peekaboo, peekaboo. She stopped in place. Then she realized it was just two kids playing, laughing to one another. She stopped to catch her breath. Thinking about this logically, she's being held at some hospital, so there's no way that her mother could leave even if she wanted to. Not to mention that the staff members at this facility are working together to keep her safe. But the poor girl couldn't stop imagining her mother's voice. Her mother's presence will always torment her. She never truly feels safe. And once again, she hears it. Peekaboo. 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 She stops once again in place. How can she be so tormented so? And then, Nozumi, I've been looking for you. We've just received a call. Your mother has passed away. Nozumi couldn't believe what she was hearing. Her legs began to tremble and she passed out down on the floor. Nozumi, please let me be alone. And so she returned back to her room and began to ponder. My mom is dead. She's finally left this world. Now, I don't have to live in fear anymore. But then... Peekaboo. Peekaboo. She quickly turned around. It was coming from the door. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. She approached the door slowly. Why am I still? Slowly turning the door handle and opening the door. And what she saw... I see you. It was her mother's mangled, decrepit corpse, turned upside down, hanging from the ceiling, her eyes completely turning inside her head, and her tongue out. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to my Patreons and YouTube members. Sarah De Jesus, Moto Surf, Cleo, Dason Animus, Ali Wei, Pteranodon Girl 1, and Myuu. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.